Picture this: you're sitting at your kitchen table on December 3rd, doing what millions of seniors do that morning, checking your bank account for your Social Security deposit. But something's wrong. The money isn't there. Your heart starts racing as you refresh the page again and again. Still nothing. You call the Social Security office only to discover that one tiny oversight, one simple step you missed weeks ago, has now delayed your check. The worst part? This situation isn't just a nightmare scenario, it's already happening to thousands of seniors across the country right now, and many more could face the same fate this December. But here's the thing: you can still prevent this from happening to you or your loved ones, if you act fast. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what this crucial step is, why so many people are missing it, and what you need to do right now to protect your benefits. Before we dive in, if you want to stay informed about critical Social Security updates and deadlines that could affect your benefits, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Now, let's get into this urgent situation that's causing havoc for seniors nationwide. Here's the cold, hard truth that no one's talking about: the Social Security Administration has implemented a new verification requirement that's catching many beneficiaries off guard. It's a simple step that takes less than 15 minutes to complete, but missing it could delay your December payment by weeks or even months. And while the government did send out notices about this change, many seniors either didn't receive them or mistook them for junk mail. So what exactly is this crucial step? It's something called the Enhanced Benefit Verification Process, and it's basically a new security measure to prevent fraud. But here's where things get complicated and why so many people are getting tripped up. The verification needs to be completed through your My Social Security online account. But wait, you might be thinking, I've never needed an online account before. Why now? That's exactly the question that's leading so many seniors into this trap. The Social Security Administration made this change to combat the rising tide of benefit fraud, which cost American seniors over $64 million last year alone. They're trying to protect us, but the rollout of this new requirement has been far from smooth. Let me paint you a picture of what's happening across the country right now. Take Margaret from Ohio, for instance. She's been receiving Social Security benefits for 8 years without any issues. But last month, she became one of the first to experience this new reality. Her December payment was delayed because she hadn't completed the verification process. She didn't even know she needed to. "I've never used a computer for my Social Security before," she told me. "I didn't think I had to start now." Margaret's story isn't unique, it's becoming increasingly common. But here's what makes this situation even more urgent: unlike previous Social Security changes, there's no grace period for this one. Once you miss the deadline, your payment automatically gets flagged for review, which triggers the delay. And with the holiday season approaching, the timing couldn't be worse. Now, you might be wondering why this is happening now, and why it seems to be catching so many people off guard. The answer lies in a perfect storm of factors that have been brewing for months. First, there's the unprecedented rise in Social Security fraud during the pandemic. Then, there's the digital divide that exists for many seniors. And finally, there's the simple fact that many people assume their benefits will always arrive like clockwork, without any need for additional verification. Let me break down exactly what you need to do to avoid becoming another statistic in this growing problem. First, you need to create a My Social Security account if you haven't already. This isn't optional anymore, it's becoming mandatory for all beneficiaries. The process is straightforward, but there are some critical steps you can't afford to miss. You'll need your Social Security number, of course, but also a valid email address and some form of identification that meets their requirements. This could be a driver's license, state ID, or passport. But here's something many people don't realize: you also need to have a cell phone capable of receiving text messages. This is for the two-factor authentication process, which is non-negotiable. Now, here's where many people are making a crucial mistake: they create the account but don't complete the enhanced benefit verification process. This is like building a house but forgetting to put on the roof. The account creation is just the first step. The verification process itself requires you to answer several questions about your financial history and previous addresses. These questions are designed to prove you are who you say you are. But what if you're not comfortable with computers? What if you don't have internet access? The Social Security Administration has thought of this, but their solution isn't perfect. They've set up a phone verification system, and this is important, the wait times are currently averaging over 2 hours. And if you plan to visit a local Social Security office in person, you need to schedule an appointment well in advance. Walk-ins are no longer accepted for this type of assistance. Here's something else that's crucial to understand: this verification process isn't just a one-time thing. You'll need to re-verify every 12 months. Mark this down, set a reminder, do whatever you need to do to remember. Because once you miss that re-verification deadline, you're looking at the same potential delays all over again. Let me share another story that illustrates just how serious this is. James and Mary from Florida both receive Social Security benefits. James completed the verification process as soon as he heard about it. Mary decided to wait, thinking it wasn't urgent. Guess whose December payment arrived on time? The difference in their situations created unnecessary stress in their household, especially since they rely on both checks to cover their monthly expenses. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds like a lot of hassle. Is it really necessary? The short answer is yes. The longer answer is that this new requirement is actually protecting your benefits from fraudsters who are becoming increasingly sophisticated in their attempts to steal Social Security payments. In fact, the Social Security Administration estimates that this new verification process has already prevented thousands of fraudulent claims this year alone. But here's something that might surprise you, and it's a detail that many news outlets aren't reporting: this verification process isn't just about preventing fraud. It's also about preparing the Social Security system for some major changes coming in the next few years. The administration is gradually moving toward a more digital, secure system of benefit distribution. This current verification requirement is just the first step in a larger transformation. Let's talk about timing for a moment, because this is crucial. If you haven't completed the verification process yet, you need to do it immediately. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until next week. The processing time for the verification can take up to 48 hours, and that's assuming everything goes smoothly. If there are any issues or discrepancies in your information, it could take longer. Here's a detail that many people don't realize: the verification system has peak usage times when it's slower and more likely to time out. The best time to complete the process is early in the morning, between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. Eastern Time, or late in the evening after 9 p.m. During these off-peak hours, the system runs more smoothly, and you're less likely to encounter technical issues. But what if you've already missed the deadline? What if you're reading this and your December payment is already at risk of being delayed? Don't panic, there are steps you can take to minimize the delay. The first thing you need to do is complete the verification process immediately. Then, contact the Social Security Administration's Priority Processing Department. Not many people know about this department, but they can help expedite the review process once your verification is complete. Here's another important piece of information that isn't widely known: if your payment is delayed due to missed verification, you might be eligible for what's called immediate payment if you can demonstrate financial hardship. This isn't automatic, you have to request it specifically, and you need to provide documentation. But it's an option that could help if you find yourself in a difficult situation. Let's talk about prevention now, because this issue isn't going away. In fact, it's likely to become even more stringent in the future. The best way to protect yourself is to stay informed and proactive. Set up multiple reminders for your annual re-verification. Keep your My Social Security account information updated. Make sure your email address and phone number are current in their system. Here's something else to consider: if you have family members who receive Social Security benefits, share this information with them. Many seniors rely on their adult children or other family members to help them navigate these technological requirements. If you're watching this and you know someone who might be affected, reach out to them. Help them complete the verification process if they need assistance. The Social Security Administration has resources available to help, but they're not always easy to find. They've created video tutorials and step-by-step guides, but they're buried deep in their website. I'll be creating a follow-up video with detailed instructions on how to access these resources, so make sure you're subscribed to catch that when it comes out. Let's address some common questions that keep coming up about this situation. Many people are asking if this new requirement applies to all types of Social Security benefits. The answer is yes. Whether you're receiving retirement benefits, disability benefits, or SSI, you need to complete this verification process. Some people have also asked if this affects Medicare benefits. While Medicare benefits themselves aren't directly affected, any Social Security payments you receive, including those related to Medicare, could be delayed if you don't complete the verification. Another common question is whether this verification process makes your personal information more vulnerable to hackers. Actually, the opposite is true. This new system includes multiple layers of encryption and security protocols that make it much harder for fraudsters to access your information. Yes, it requires you to put some information online, but it's protected by some of the most sophisticated security measures available. As we wrap up, let me emphasize the most important points one more time. The enhanced benefit verification process is now mandatory for all Social Security beneficiaries. Missing this verification step could delay your December 3 RD payment. The process must be completed through your My Social Security account, and you'll need to re-verify annually. Don't wait until it's too late. Take action now to protect your benefits. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with this new requirement. Have you already completed the verification process? Did you encounter any challenges? Share your story in the comments below to help other viewers who might be facing similar situations. And if you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who receives Social Security benefits. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on important changes affecting your benefits. Remember, staying informed is your best defense against payment delays and benefit issues. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.